And we're back to another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and we should be good. I've solved all the work problems because apparently nobody else knows how to. You ever work with people who, like, oh, I'm totally certified to do the job, and, you know, I'm totally capable of, you know, of scoring that properly, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you're like, oh, yeah, okay. Well, here's the work you got to do. Go do it. And then they come back and like, I don't know how to do this. I don't understand this. And I'm like, so you have a PhD in music and all of this other stuff, and you don't understand at all about how to do that? And he just looks at you like, and it's like, Some people. Really quick, I don't remember who all this RAM was for. Why did I buy this? So, somebody wanted Martoni. That's right. Who wanted Martoni? Who was the weirdo that wanted all the Martoni? You slime. Okay. And then I guess this memory is for a repair job. Okay, so this goes in. I was just making sure before we get started on this, and then while we're working on it, it's like, oh, by the way, you put in the wrong RAM, you fucking idiot. So yeah, so anyway, it's like they insist on giving us assistants now, like people to do work with us. And they're I don't know, it's like people lying on a resume, you know, they're totally full of crap. They don't know what they're doing. And I told them as soon as you get people like this is what's going to happen. Oh, did I not order the liquid cooling stuff? Darn you. I mentioned it. I said, you're going to get people who are going to pretend like they can do all this stuff because, you know, everybody wants a job. So, yeah. My boss says he's going to be letting some people go because they were apparently not very honest with what they were able to do. So, yeah. And now he's going to involve me and this other guy I work with on the hiring process because, yeah, a lot of people don't know their stuff. So... But that's just the way the industry and job hunting is. There's a lot of people who bullshit their way through their job interviews. And then when you ask them to do what, you know, they're expected to for their job and they can't, you're kind of up the creek without a paddle. So it's like it starts getting weird. $730 remaining. Why would I have so much money? Oh, we're doing the minimums kind of requirements just as a proof of concept here that I go way over. I go beyond. I'm an overachiever because we do way more than we need to for the customers often. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, those last two episodes I do heavily apologize for their shortness because it's like, oh god, this is gonna take me 10 minutes to fucking fix, and I'm not even, you know, supposed to be dealing with this right now. Today's my day off. But you're self-employed, you kind of make your own hours. That's true, but the person that they brought in to take some of the load off isn't taking any load off. They're putting more load on because they can't do what they signed up for. For those of you at home, I want to make something indicatively clear. There's a very, very vastly huge difference between a songwriter and a composer. There's a lot of songwriters out there. Shit, there are a dime a dozen. They cannot do the job of an actual composer, and no amount of Googling it is going to make them competent at doing it. And this person did not understand that. So, yeah. And, you know, the employer did not understand the difference between a composer and a songwriter, though I've gone over it with him many times. My boss is a wonderful guy, but he's so trusting of people. sometimes and not actually inquiring about the specifics of a certain skill base. The skill base that he's hiring for. Ooh, I think it was this one. Yeah, 145 remaining. So anyway, I won't bug you guys with any more details on that, but yeah. I know a lot of people who watch this probably aren't that intrigued by composition studies and skills and whatnot, but yeah, a composer, film score slash composer job is much more intricate. Film score's job is much more intricate than a songwriter, and I've yet to meet a songwriter who actually knows their shit. Very few of them, and actually, there are a few songwriters, people who've donned the title of songwriter, who could probably do it to a degree, but many of them have always asked for help. So, before you sit there and go, oh, there's these songwriters, I guarantee you they asked for help. Most of them probably asked for help. And I just realized something. This is on this isn't the solid state that's installing. You know what? Just leave it alone for a second. Because it's going to have that. Let's remove this. I want it on the right drive, not the wrong drive. So if you guys are ever curious, you're welcome. I will gladly explain the differences for anybody who's mildly confused about it. Oh dear God, it's got Disco Inferno. We gotta stop that. If it's gonna do that every time, I don't mind it being like a solid color, but Disco Inferno every time is not gonna fly for me. Sorry. I obviously must have turned it on through here. There we go. Now maybe on the other rigs we could change the color from red to like green to blue maybe. But right now I don't want to see any of that shit. You know what we'll do? We'll do green over here. Or no, we'll do blue over here. Why not? Let's have some fun. We gotta wait for this other thing to finish anyway, so it doesn't hurt to install the lights function on this computer and then move from rig to rig. Right? Now this one, we're going to do blue. Oh wait, not yet. And that's green, so we don't have to adjust that, except for the monitor, I guess. What color is this? It's 255. And look at that. The green looks kind of ugly. Red looks good. But we'll leave it like this because it's interesting to me anyway. Alright, this one is done. Make a save. We got a shit ton of rigs to turn in. That's for sure. Ooh, faster and bigger memory. Nice. And you are done as well. Interesting that we got 9,022 out of that. Even though the RAM in there is really bad. So it goes to show you, maybe the RAM doesn't have as much to do with anything. I mean, I'm sure it helps, but it looks like the most of that was the power supply. Or the video card and the processor. Somewhere I missed a cable. Well, that's going. And then we got to run this one. Great. Oh, my God. You son of a bitch. I need to check those hard drive cables better. That's not helping me. That I'm not checking that better. We didn't seem to care much that I benchmarked it. Okay. Run it. Turn in everything else. There's the new part. Okay. I don't know if we're going to hit 100 grand, guys. I think we're going to probably peak out at 90,000 once we hit level 30. Is what I'm thinking. All right, power down. Nice. Nickel-ridged pipe. Sweet. Now we're just waiting on this thing to be done. I don't think we diagnosed this. So we have the parts to upgrade this guy. So we'll do that as soon as it comes in. We got a new computer coming in upon the morrow as well. Which will be nice. It looks nice. Okay, so it looks nice when the lights are off. And when the lights are on, not so much. Finish. Yeah, I just think that this needs to have been simplified more. It's neat that they're using something that might actually be in real life be used as a way of testing a 3D environment. You're benchmarking your computer and stuff, but man, does it not really work well. And that's not an insult to the developer, it's just... It almost seems this is something that they should have thought they should have considered. Like, even I have a pretty good computer and it doesn't run those almost at all. Unless it's the only computer on in the entire building. Well, that's weird. That one didn't stay green. Again, I'm not worried about it. It's not even a big deal. We've got this and this. Now this, does it boot up? It boots up, which means usually a fan has gone bad. So what's... Ah, there it is. That has to be it. It's only worth $3. The A data... whatever that is, XP something U, which strangely enough is not the that's a really good card in there. I don't know if I want this little guy to have it. It's only got room for one card anyway. I can't see in there. I'm gonna take this card out anyway, so let's just take it out. If you're gonna take it out, just take it out. Okay, where's this thing? Where's this little drive? A data XP X9420. That sounds like a little card that would be somewhere on the motherboard, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so broken part has been removed. Right? Yeah. And now we need to put something else in it. In its place. Those two might be compatible. I'm surprised I never thought of that. There's a... You know what? This is useless. Let's get rid of that. Let's just sell it. It's not even that good outright. We don't have... I think everything we have can be SLI'd, so there's no reason to put anything big like that in. That's gonna go. That's gonna be sold. I guess at this point, we'll just get rid of this guy. It's dumpy. It's garbagey. What else is in here? That's the other question. Ooh, 8,700. I'm gonna see if I can get that Skylake in there. I highly doubt it. Okay, that's the only thing we can really fit in there. And all of our boards are incompatible, so I just don't see the point in putting anything super great in here, because it's such a small unit. We can't put much in there, so put that back in. How's the RAM? Ooh, we'll take that RAM too. It's just that's the reason why these little towers are terrible. And maybe I'm just biased, but so what? They're freaking awful. Well, that's the upgrade rig. The one we got to diagnose. Doesn't boot up at all. What's the power supply? Oh, I didn't check the power supply. 1200 watt? Oh, yeah, we're taking that too. We're taking it all. Taking it all. You bet your ass we're taking it all. What's shittier? See, 650. There's a 550. 550. Get in there. It's like a lunchbox computer. No boot device. Now there's a boot device. Alright, let's run that. Okay, we don't know what's wrong with you. Why who no boot? Well, that's it. Cool Master MWE. Oh god, no. Sure. We'll take any RAM we can get. And we got 572 bucks for that. Nice. Have you heard of A-Data? So either you've got a bad stick of RAM or a bad stick of RAM on top of it. I have a feeling he's got two broken things. He does. Okay, so he needs an A-Data 8 gig 4400. A-Data 8 gig. Boom, and then the power supply. Bam. So we got those two things for that rig. I'm not going to even try to boost it. Make it better. There's no point other than maybe the RAM, but even then, 815, get it in. All right, so we got the stuff for this dude's rig, I believe. So we'll clean this out, get everything installed. And figure the rest out. Why is that not? There we go. Okay. First things first. Use your memory, bitch. Biatch. And I know we got a better graphics card. Run a virus scan. Und 3D Mark. We'll also put that on there too to make sure that we get there, because we may not with the platinum. It may just come up short on its own. And if it does only just come up short, it's good that we're fixing that. PC Madness Mag making a comeback. New PC, used upgrade parts needed. I was going to say used parts. King, so 2 fixes and 1 build. So not a busy day like others. Make sure his RAM is set. Okay. Oh man, this computer is riddled with so much prawn. Alright, so... Oh boy, install water cooling unit. Install water cooling for CPU. Overclock CPU to 4000 megahertz. Hey, I'm looking for a new PC. The PC CPU needs to be cooled with custom water cooling loop. Please, can you overclock the CPU to 4600 megahertz? Can you make this your number 1 priority, please? I know these parts are cheaper, but I like new ones. Please, Vince. Yeah, that's fine. $2,500 isn't a lot, and we don't need to do that to the graphics card, and he doesn't care about other performance, so that's not going to be a problem. And he's not picky about brands, so minus 170. Minus 155. The memory. Boom, minus 270. Graphics cards. We can pick anything we want. But let's just go with that at the end. As per usual. Boom. Minus 110. Power supply. Minus 100. So we're going to go with the usual suspect. Boom. And for the case, again, the usual suspect, minus 60. So that gives us $1,635. So let's get to it. So bam, minus 130. Reservoir, bam, minus 150. This should be 70, yeah, 70. $1,285 left for a GPU. Still not enough for these big guys, but we're going to take this one at 1,005 minus 1,005. Now, there is some change we're going to make here, and I just realized that I screwed this up. The processor. 3,600 megahertz my ass. We can't use that. So we need to go bigger. So how big do we got to go? Is the question. So let's add in the 170 and see how much we got to spend. We got to get to at least 4,500. And 4,600 on the nose is $300. So, well, just lower the video card. So, bam. Oh wait, never mind. We still have $150 left after that. Because, yeah, so never mind. We're good. We should be good. So 360. And yeah. Okay, yeah, we should be good now. Upgrades needed. I haven't upgraded for a while, so it's about time. My mate's PC benchmark's at 717, so I need at least that. I need 8 gigs of memory installed. I've noticed it sometimes runs a bit slow. I was on PCB the other day. So plastic blue, yellow, green cables. Blue, yellow, green. Bam. It's a 5-star difficulty, so what's going on here? He needs 8 gigs of RAM. Oh, it's just his video card and his RAM blows. That's pretty straightforward. $1,100 you say? So, he just needs 8. Oh, but the 3D Mark score's got to be really good. Well, wait a minute. We can spend $1,000 on a video card at this point. So let's go to 4 gig team group. So memory 2,400. This is it right here. It's $40. Bam. Minus 40. We have $1,060 to spend on a Vigicard. Vigicard. So we could get this guy for 130. What's his power supply? Ooh, what's his power supply? 7,000, huh? We could take 100 off. Put in a new power supply. And now we have 960, so we have a little less to spend. But will be everything we want. Performance-wise, 950 is what we have to spend. So this guy right here, with $10 left. Accept, bitch. And then at diagnostics, my rig is broken. Can you help me? I have no idea what's wrong. I spilled a drink on the case and now nothing works. Is it the power supply unit? Do you think you could do that all in about 2 days? Those plastic lime cables look really nice. We accept. And if you're suggesting it's your power supply, where is it? ST65. That's probably worth $150. 115. You know what? Let's stick to our guns with what we were doing and never pre-order for these when we're not really sure. Okay, so everything's kind of going its way. Hey, just a quick message to say I've been in touch with some of the old PC Madness magazine crew. We're going to launch a crowdfunding campaign for a new web version of the mag. If you want to help out, just search for PC Madness Rebooted and donate whatever you want. We're going to be bringing the cool factor back to gaming. Anyway, I'll keep you in the loop. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to playing this new Doom. I'm pretty good. It's pretty good, isn't it? Chuck. Whatever you say, Chuck. You drunken bastard. All right. Let's go ahead and order everything. And from you as well. Let's do this. Some of you might disagree or feel that it's weird that I'm spending a lot of money to have both liquid-cooled and regular stuff shipped to me. But that's just because I'm a big asshole and I don't care. We're at a point in the game where, in all truthfulness, it's not that money is not that big of an issue, as you can clearly see. And at any point in the game prior to liquid cooling, it never really was a big issue, except at the very beginning of the game. That's really when we needed to do a majority of that work per se. So I don't see the point in worrying about it at this stage of the game. It's like, it's not a big deal now, and it was only a big deal to save money on shipping until about level 7 or 8. And then, you got an idea of when we stopped really doing that work. And I stand by that statement. It's you want the parts as soon as possible to get the work done as soon as possible so you can get more work in. I have a feeling this game has a finite limit of how much work you can take on at a time. And if that's true, I think that really can screw with your experience. Like, I think you might progress faster by getting more jobs, straight up. You know what I mean? If you maximize the amount of incoming jobs per day versus sitting on jobs for a day, you know what I mean? Just so you can get something, just so you can save a few bucks on the shipping. I figure the more work you get, the more money you make. So the faster you can get your parts in and done, the better. I know that sounded really complicated, and I do apologize, but it makes sense to me. Which doesn't mean much. Because very few things make sense to me anymore. I'm an old man to some people. To some. You're 35, I know. I feel older. By the time this video comes out, I'll be 36. Does that give you an idea of when this was made? Okay, let's get that in. Processor. Wow, looky there. Already meets the requirement. How the heck that happened? Storage. Power supply. Let's sell that. And then water cooled. Yep, we're good. Alright. 3D mark. Set the RAM. And tomorrow we really got to watch what we return and whatnot. Because, yeah. Cable issues. The cable hounds have found us. The ones that demand the cabling be pristine, be perfect. And then expect me to cover that. Because they don't pay for the cabling. I noticed that. Oh, do you do custom cabling? No, you don't? Well, no 5-star for you, even though you fixed my problem. It's like, buy the cabling yourself, asshole. What is it? They think we... Well, I guess the theory is that we can cut our cables to length and put our own connectors on it. I don't know where this infinite supply of cables are coming from, okay? I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, Wait, what? Something's wrong here. Oh. Whoopsies. I could have sworn we put something in there. Oh, you know what? I tried to when I didn't connect the hoses. That would be why. Oopsies. I made a boo-boo. Alright. What's coming tomorrow? We checked the PC bay, right? Ooh, yes we did. So we'll get about $700 for that thing if we're lucky. More RAM. Another all-godly processor. We gotta build something with that at some point. What graphics cards are we sitting on? that we could possibly dual wield. Wait, 2080. We got two 2080s. Maybe these would work alongside each other. We have an 11 gig 1080. We have these two 1070s, which I don't think actually work with each other. But we have this 1070 up there, so we should be able to do something with these two 1070s. So, let me see here. We have a 7920 and a 7940. So let's order a motherboard. I did it right that time. And we're looking for SATX. We'll do what kind of RAM are we, ooh, that's a good question. What kind of RAM are we sitting on? Maybe we'll buy an extra RAM stick in something that we're using. 4133 ADATA Spectrix. So let's go with, so it's 4133, so minus that, and then so we'll spend 5, 6, 7, 810 bucks on this rig, plus the 100 for shipping. Yeah, we can do it tomorrow. So wait, let's make sure we have everything else. We got cooling. We even do we have liquid cooling? Yeah, we don't have a reservoir. I don't think these fit each other. So, but we could overclock the processor. We should try that. It gets so we need a reservoir too. You know what? No. We won't do that. We'll just work with what we've got. Buy it now. So this guy's done. And we'll leave a computer in here to run till the next day. So we'll get it built now. Take one of these fractals. Okay, store power supply. So none of those would fit. That's interesting. Let's take a different case. Let's try this fractal. That looks so much bigger. Okay, this takes everything. Put the supernova in there. Make room for some Vigi cards. Okay. Oh, that's right. We didn't have a Intel one. Well, I was just making sure. We do have one for a Threadripper. I think the processor's more than the motherboard, though. Strangely enough. Let's put this guy in. Set that up. And then for cooling, do we have... Well, we have these liquid coolers. Maybe we'll throw this one in, huh? Let's use it. And there might even be room for one tiny case fan. We have something that's not 140. There's 120. Nope. Is this all full over here? Yup. Alright, so no fans for you. Alright. Let's put this back on. Before I forget. Alright, the memory. All right, let's take a look at these 1080s. Now, let's try this first. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. 9. This one's better. As of course, I didn't think this through when I put these in. Well, that's a brand new card. Ooh, no, 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 no. I wanted to try it with this one. Would it not work with... Maybe this is the single card. Hold on, let's take a look at these. What's the difference? Oh, one's a TI and one's not. Ooh. Let's try this. There we go. We'll go with that instead. Though, don't we have a hold on, those are 1070s, right? We have a 1080 Ti. It's 11 gig. 1070 Ti. Yeah, we don't have it. We don't have a yeah, we don't have it. Darn. These two could have gone in too, but those are not as good as those. Booter it. Boost up that RAM. Got it in there for a reason. Bam. That thing is sexy. So it's worth $1,300 right now. Nice. Minus the $900 we spent on it. So I got to keep that in mind. Plus the cost of the parts that we already pre-ordered. So it may not have been worth it to finish it off here, but I'm just curious. Oh, it was worth it to finish it off. We're going to get easily $2,500 for this one rig. So that makes it worth it. So really, finishing those builds is a good idea. Bam. Assuming we even get anything near that, though, of course. So we got to diagnose this guy, which I have not figured out. And you are the upgrade that we have figured out. So you have a new video card. You have a new stick of memory. A new shitty stick. Enjoy your shit stick, bitch. I think we bought a better power supply as well. Look at this. It looks like ass. Oh, we need to check. Somebody wanted to. Both of these fools wanted special cables, I think. We'll take it. Yup. And yeah. All right, $800. Nice. Boom. Called that. Well, it's not hard to call it when it's that close to. We're not getting a lot of new jobs all of a sudden. We only have one new job. What the fuck is this? Come back to this. All right. This dude's the upgrade. He wants the plastic blue, yellow, green. So give me that. Where's that hard drive? Looks like it's got it in there. run this. And we don't know what's wrong with you. You don't boot up. Well, we assume it's the power supply unit, so we'll check that first. Make sure. I don't know why I'm checking the memory, because it's at 2400 anyway. But I am. This dude wanted green lime cables, right? Riddled with prawn. Oh, you know what I didn't put in? That. Riddled with prawn. Why you got all prawn? You fuck. Well, you know what we can do? It's plippity plop a used one. It's still not booting up. Maybe. Oh wait. Maybe. So that would have been a lie then, because then his power supply is fine. Well, we don't know if it's fine, but we're gonna look. His power supply is also broken, but apparently so is the motherboard. Well, it works out in our favor because this dude wanted lime cables, I believe. So if I just take everything out, it's not a problem. Let's get this started. Alright. No, wait, the motherboard works. Something else isn't working then. Okay, hold on. Let's check his parts. Oh, good. So it's really just the power supply. Alright, well, what is it? ST65. Oh, I have one in my inventory. Did I buy one? It's a fresh 1500. Why is that in there? I must have bought it on... Oh, I didn't put it in the computer I needed to. What's in here? Oh, I didn't give him the new power supply. Crap basket. Stop. Good thing we didn't change cables yet. I don't want this power supply. I want you to have this power supply. You know, hold on. It probably would have blue screened right near the end, possibly. But now we'll never know. It's not like I said, it's not like they're giving us that much money up front and we get to do what we want. So, need some fancy lighting to make me look good. Ha ha. The crowdfunding campaign for PC Madness Rebooted is going really well so far. We've already hit 25% of our target. Not bad for a bunch of old farts from the 80s, eh? We're not old. Not that the other guys from the mag haven't been doing well. Colin writes for a big gaming news site, DigiDave. We remember that guy. For news site, DigiDave has a regular column in a national paper, and Peabody even works as a writer at our studio now. Actually, it's a little bit awkward for me. Not that I've been dozing about since 1996, but I'm still way out of touch with the gaming scene. We're supposed to meet up next week, and I don't want them to think I don't know what I'm talking about. Gotta let them know that Chuck's still sharp. I always thought a sweet custom AutoX.bat was the sign of a real gamer. but I hear these days the thing to do is RGB lighting. Sounds a bit of naff to me, but I'm up for it if it'll get me this gig. So can you fit some lights into my computer, and let's go for some really cool color scheme, British color scheme. I'm thinking a cool yellow. Install 4 colored lights. Okay, we accept. His budget's $300, and I want to check my fans. We're sitting on some fans. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. We have them in stock. They probably won't all fit in the computer, though. Well, we could try. What are they? 14-inch? Doesn't say. They might actually be pretty small. Oh, 120 millimeters. So, yeah, they'll fit. Probably. So, we don't actually have to buy anything, strangely enough. Yep, I'm sure that meets his A-OK requirement. Alright, so this guy is done. We got to do this other rig, which we'll do for this. We'll get done for this episode as well. Maybe if we can squeeze it in, we'll try to squeeze in the lighting rig as well on the next day, since it's the only job we have. And we're going to have all new stuff the following day. So, shop. Give me the goods. And then we'll put his stuff back. We'll put his stuff back in. Oh, wait a minute. No, stop. He wanted the lime green only. Just take it all out just to make sure. Might as well. And we'll double check before we start putting this in. Those plastic lime cables look really nice. Okay. Motherboard. Parts. Memory. Processor. And that. We don't need to mess with the RAM, so virus scan. I think it's just a coincidence that we only have the one job, to be fair. This is just a diagnostics. We don't need to beef this thing out. It's riddled with prawn. Alright. So other than this dude's rig, that's all we've got. Let's collect on this guy. Hopefully it's good enough. We did check the hard drive this time, I believe. Yes. And we know that one's going to be correct because we had to tear everything out. Do 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 do. Yeah. Those are not RGB. That's used. I don't want to put used stuff in there. I wonder where these came from. Oh, you know what? We probably bought them off of ripped them off of a set of cases that came with them. Those Corsairs. Were those Corsairs? Those Corsair cases. No, they're not. They're FSP. Oh, you know what? We bought them for that one rig and then never put them in. That's probably what it was. Well, good thing I derped out and didn't do it. It's one less things we've got to buy. The one I don't know if you guys remember that FSP, but the one with the power supply that didn't fit in it, even though it said it was 100 millimeter. Yeah, that one. You know what? Because it's a cabling issue. On top of the success, let's just do this. There we go. Good. All right, so all that's left is upon the morrow to do that one job. Let's see where this takes us. Okay. This is just a case. Boot her up. Alright, so he wants colors. So we're going to take out all of these old fans, because chances are this is what he needs. It's actually taking up the space we need to put in 4 fans. Well, technically not, but let's put in what we can first. Do 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 do. There it is. Technically, can't shove another one in there. Can't blame me for trying. All right. No point in taking his shitty fan. Okay, boot it up. And set the lighting to 255, 255. And also check the performance. And also run a virus scan, because we're not a complete tool. We will do... Well, that didn't come out right, because you're a complete tool. That's why you're doing... No, it's because we're good and efficient at our job. And we'll put the lighting in. We don't need to mess with the GPU tuner. Oops, shoot. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. We were already rebooting. Okay. First things first. Just the fans, and why not this? That doesn't change color. There we go. 255. 0. There we go. Good. Whoops. Run it. Look at that. Got rid of stuff we were sitting on anyway. See, the thing is that you could put in like RAM and other things to upgrade the computer. But since he really just wants color, we'll just give him the color. The color of yellow. So we'll let that run. Ooh, that's different. Yeah, we'll take that. We need a 1070 something, so... Ooh, nice. 2400. Boom. Ah, there's some jobs. They're coming in 3s now. Overclocking, repairs, and diagnostics. Okay. Yay. So, and wait a minute. Fix. Replace. So we can't do any other repair work today. We have to do all of this upon the motto, which is fine. So really, we will accept everything, even if we don't read it right now. Oop, plastic cyan white. We can do that when we order it. Plastic red. So let's go in the shop and put cyan white. I know we don't have it, so we'll have it at least in the cart. So let's accept everything. We'll read them later. We'll read them tomorrow, actually, for that matter, because we got to buy all the parts. Oh, we could buy them today. Well, we don't know what's wrong. So we don't know what's wrong with that. We know what's wrong with that. And we can figure that out. Right? Oh, he's got a pretty big beast in there. We'll figure it out. In due course, of course. Alright, so this is done. Alright, power down. And there it is. So, we've got 3 rigs we gotta repair and buy for. Maybe we'll do some of the buying for what we know we gotta actually get for on the next day here. We'll get that sorted out. We'll put it in the cart. And then we'll diagnose this guy and see what's going on with his rig. And then get everything sent to us in one big go. So that way we can knock all 3 of these computers out. And possibly see if there's any computers we need to buy parts for building purposes. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackDartStudios for more live gaming action. We have our Chairman of the Board Tabletop Show on Tuesdays at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we also have our Hobo Head Crab Blind Plays show Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as well. And it's a lot of fun. We have a good time, and we fuck with each other. You know, all the stuff that usually people want to see people do, which is normally what people do when they play board games anyway. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys next time.